Hello everyone, it's your friend the Nightwalker. I'm back with another video. This one here is going to be a little bit different from what I normally would do. Normally I do either the haul videos or, the digital code giveaways or you know, the shelf by shelves or movie reviews or whatever. This one here is just a little bit different. This is a little bit more of a vlog. I just wanted to kind of give my 2 cents on a topic. Um, okay, so if you follow 4K Blu-ray, if you know anything about it, or try to look into it or anything like that, one thing that has been surprising is the fact that some of these niche video companies like Synapse, now Blue Underground is really kind of starting to take off with it. Uh, sorry, excuse me. Like they're starting to just barely like dip their toe into the 4K pond. They're just kind of starting to maybe get into it, not very heavily. Shout Factory, they just put out the 4K Blu-ray of the Deer Hunter. I honestly, sorry, I honestly can't tell you how well that did. I don't know if it sold a lot of copies or not. I don't know if that was the best title for them to choose or anything like that. But they started, and I have to admit, to this day, I'm still curious if Screen Factory ever intends to start getting into 4K Blu-rays. And if they did, which one would they start with? Because, Screen Factory has remastered a lot of movies in 4K. They have Carrie, they have other movies. Arrow. I'm kind of curious, like, would Arrow ever start getting into the 4K Blu-ray game? I'm not sure. Arrow's definitely done a lot of 4K remasters. They did with The Hills Have Eyes and many other films too. But the one thing that's surprising me is that Blue Underground seems like they're starting to kind of go full steam ahead with 4K Blu-rays. Now, it's been announced that on May 26th, two of their movies that, I have the editions right here, and they've been remastered in 4K, but now the actual 4K Blu-ray is coming out. We have Maniac, the classic slasher. As you can see there, it says right there, remaster in 4K or 4K restoration. And Lucio Fulci's Zombie. Okay. Now, May 26th. Now, I know some people might be like, well, you have the 4K right there. No, this is not the 4K. It's still just Blu ray. The 4K collectors will definitely let you know that this is not official 4K. Okay. It's just letting you know that the picture quality on the Blu ray is going to be slightly better than previous Blu ray releases because it has been remastered, but this is not the official 4K. But on May 26th, both of these movies are getting an official 4K Blu-ray release. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, it's a gamble. Okay, 4K Blu-ray, it's hit or miss. I mean, that's kind of the difference, like, and a lot of 4K Blu-ray collectors, I think, would agree with this. That like, now it's like when you see the difference between DVD and Blu-ray, a lot of the times the difference is pretty substantial. I mean, you see quite a bit of difference in the picture quality and things like that. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you can put on a Blu-ray and the picture quality really doesn't look any different than like the DVD does. A perfect example is Devil's Rejects. Now the movie looks good on Blu-ray, but it kind of like put a side by side comparison of the DVD. It really doesn't. It's not really that big of a difference. The picture quality doesn't really like stand out or anything like that. But majority of the time, when you get a movie on DVD, then you get on Blu-ray. A lot of the times, it's like, yeah, you can definitely see a really big difference in the picture quality. Um, but the thing is, like with 4K Blu-rays, it's quite a bit different. Um, that sometimes the picture quality is not nearly as more advanced or as bigger or sharper than Blu-ray is. Sometimes you put them on and it's all like, I really see no difference whatsoever. I mean, I've gambled on some 4K Blu-rays, and some of them have turned out to be really, really good. The Dark Knight trilogy looks great. A perfect example, one that looks really, really great is Suspiria, put out by Synapse. This one looks amazing on 4K, but even the Blu-ray here is no slouch. It looks really, really good on Blu-ray too. So, and this is a 4K remaster and official 4K. So, But anyway, I'm rambling a little bit. But the thing that kind of really surprised me is that now it's been put out there that in August, Blue Underground, they're putting out two more of their titles. We already got, on May 26th, we got these two coming out. But it's been announced that in August, we're also going to have coming out on 4K, we're going to have House by the Cemetery and the New York Ripper. Now these are, does this one here? Yeah, this one does have a 4K restoration on it. So these two are now coming out. So that's going to be the thing. And would I probably go for those? Yeah, most likely I will. I got some other ones coming. Um, I have Jaws. That one's coming on 4K. I'm going to get that one. And I'm looking forward to that one. So far, every Steven Spielberg movie on 4K that I've seen has always looked really good. But it's much more of a gamble when you're upgrading from Blu-ray to 4K than it is from DVD to Blu-ray. The Sometimes the picture quality is not really as great as you think it's going to be. One that I really really probably the biggest one that I regret buying was probably Hannibal. That one there is like it doesn't look good on 4K. In my opinion, it doesn't look good on 4K. The picture quality is so dark you can't see anything. But you think like a Ridley Scott movie because I have Alien Covenant on 4K, and those movies look great. That you could definitely see like a really good picture quality on those. So you would think Ridley Scott movie Hannibal, you think it would look amazing, and that one looks it's horrible. It really doesn't look good at all. That's just my opinion. It's like it's so dark you can't hardly see anything. Um, but anyway, yeah, I'm just kind of surprised about this. I'm surprised that I'm kind of thrilled that Blue Underground is getting on the 4K wagon and stuff. And I admit I'm gonna be picking these up, pick them up on 4K and check them out and everything else. And we'll see. Hopefully, it'll be worth the money and everything. But yeah, the one thing I will say though is like honestly, with these four here, I'm not sure if I would actually end up getting rid of these because these are great additions. Also too, that's one downside, and this is a downside too that happened when Synapse put out the Suspiria 4K is that the movie on Blu-ray is not included. So it's like if you're like, well, okay, what if I get the Blu-ray and the picture quality doesn't look so great, and or like what if I'm in a place where yeah, I have a Blu-ray player but I don't have 4K. It's like it'd be nice to have that Blu-ray as a backup, and so yeah, so in a situation like this, normally what I'm going to do as far as like Suspiria is concerned, I'm probably going to go ahead and just hang on to this as well. To be truthfully honest with you, it'd just be nice to have that Blu-ray just in case. You never know. You never know what can happen. But yeah, and if you watch any of my haul videos, I'm always all the time. As soon as I upgrade something, I'm always talking about like, well, now that I upgrade to this, I'm going to take this and I'm going to, get rid of that, and because I don't need this anymore because now I have this. But this is one of those few times I think I'm going to probably keep both versions, and that's probably the biggest complaint that I have so far of what I'm seeing with the upcoming releases of Blue Underground movies on 4K is that these are beautiful editions. You got the beautiful lenticular cover on there and stuff, but also too, you get the soundtrack, you get the CD soundtrack, which is awesome. It's like as soon as I got these, first thing I did was rip them into my computer and put them on my phone and my tablet and everything else. So that way I have them to listen to. So that's one downside is that you don't have the CD soundtrack, but also too these come with collectible booklets and everything else. So yeah, just these are ones. Honestly, even if I get the 4Ks, I'm probably not going to get rid of these. First of all, they cost a fortune. You know, this one I was kind of lucky with. Because I was able to get this on. I was able to get it on sale last year. They were having a sale, Halloween sale, so I picked this one up, and I'm happy to have it and stuff. But just overall, these are just snazzier editions. That would be the only thing that I would complain to Blue Underground about is like kind of especially with the price that they're asking for because usually these are running almost $40. So that would probably be about my biggest complaint to them would be like why don't you just if you're going to charge them $40, why don't you just go ahead and include the Blu-ray with it and the CD soundtrack and the collectible booklets and stuff like that, and there you go. You have everything all in one nice, neat package. So that would be great. So then I could be able to say, hey, I'm going to take this, and now I really don't need this anymore. I can take it and trade it in. I have everything else in the 4K and all that stuff. So that would be my only complaint about it. It's just, but I am looking forward to it. But yeah, 4K is very much a mixed bag. Like I said, I've gotten some movies that they look amazing on 4K. Like Kubrick movies. I really want to get Kubrick movies on 4K because I got 2001 and The Shining. They both look fantastic. I'm looking forward to. I heard that Inglorious Bastards is supposed to be coming out later in the year on 4K. I'd love to get that one. I bet that movie's going to look really good. But yeah, the Star Wars movies. I just got episodes 1 through 6, and those are kind of hit or miss. Some of them look really good. Some of us like, wow, you kind of expected it to look a little bit better. But anyway, that's just a nitpick. But yeah, but I am excited though for I am excited for these, and I'm looking forward to them. It's going to be interesting to see how these are going to look on official 4K. And but like I said, I'll probably still hang on to these because you got these nifty additions with the soundtrack, the booklet, and everything else. So yeah, I'm probably still going to hang on to these. Probably not going to get rid of those. But anyway, that's about it. Just and like I said, I'm kind of curious to see. Okay, Kino Lorber, like I said, their 4K of Hannibal was not great. But they have done other 4K restorations of movies. Like Cannibal Apocalypse. They just did that one as a 4K restoration, and I just watched it. Just the other day, and it looks amazing. It looks fantastic. So I'd be curious to see what that one would look like if they put it out on official 4K. It may not happen. I don't know. They probably, maybe they tried with Hannibal and it just didn't sell well. So they're like, yeah, we'll just go back to Blu-ray. Who knows? Maybe they got something else in the works. Who knows? Um, like I said, I'm very curious to see if Scream Factory is ever going to put anything out on 4K. What would they start with? It's like would they do maybe like John Carpenter's The Thing? Would they do like Carrie? It's like I know they got a lot of movies with 4K restorations on them. Arrow, I'm definitely curious to see what they would do with it. Yeah, I mean Arrow so far has always been a completely reliable company. They've always done fantastic work. Never had a complaint from Arrow as far as I know. Just every once in a while, I think that's the only complaint I've ever had about Arrow. Is just sometimes they'll put their list of releases for an upcoming month, and it's kind of like just something just kind of like some of us like I just don't really feel like I'm gonna die this minute if I don't get it. But anyway, yeah, I've already gone long enough. I've already given my 2 cents about this. But yeah, that was just something. But yeah, I'm kind of curious about that. That's like I said. I just wish that. That's the only thing I can complain about. It's like, like that was the only complaint I had about Suspiria. Now, this movie looks amazing on 4K. It is, if you're getting into 4K and if you love Suspiria, this one is definitely worth the upgrade. I highly recommend getting this one. But just that's the only complaint that I have about it. It's like, yeah, it just would have been nice to have the movie on Blu-ray come along with it, so that way you have the whole package, especially for what they're charging for it. This one here was, when I went to Zia Records, this was $40.99, but with store credit and some bonus points that I racked up, I was able to get it for $20.99. So, but the movie looks great. It's beautiful and everything. And oh man, just so yeah, I'm looking forward to how good these are. Hopefully, these are going to look amazing on 4K. Like right now, just this one alone, Zombie. This one right here, you watch it on a 4K TV, it'll blow you away with how good it looks. It's amazing how fantastic this movie looks. But yeah, so and there is a little bit of a difference. I do admit because I did a comparison when I first got this one, and there is you can definitely tell the picture quality is a little bit sharper than it is on Blu-ray. That's not to say this is a bad thing. Now, I mean, if you have this, don't be ashamed that you have it, because this is still a great addition. It's just, like I said, just the picture quality on the 4K is just slightly sharper and a little bit, a little bit more detail coming out of it. But still, hey, this is nothing to cry over. Okay, but anyway, that's pretty much it. Yeah, just that's the only thing I gotta say is just I'm looking forward to them. I already have Zombie and Maniac pre-ordered. I'm waiting to get those, and I admit, as soon as it comes up for pre-order, I'm going to House by the Cemetery, New York Ripper. I plan to get my hands on those too, and we'll see. Like I said, it's a gamble, but hopefully, if they look anywhere near as good as these look, then we'll be fine. So, anyway, that's pretty much going to do it. If anybody took the time to watch this, I thank you for doing it. I appreciate you for doing it. I honestly hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully, I was informative enough. I didn't get too much information wrong, but anyway, so that's it. Everybody take care. Have a good night, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.